Definitely. The peers that I surround myself with, my friends, have all been very supportive, and so this college, this space has been very safe for me.
Well, I wouldn't say the whole of college, but of course, my department, my peers, like my psychology batch, has been a very great set of people, very accepting people. They don't judge a lot, so it's very easy to share with them when we're in class, interacting, or just like chilling, or just hanging out. They're very accepting. They just like, it's not the mean vibe that I get from them. It's very comfortable over there.
I think yes, the college has been a safe space when I'm at home, when I'm anxious and I'm pressurizing myself, overthinking myself that what are the things that I'm going to do after graduations and what if nothing happens to me. I know it's overthinking. So that is particularly when college feels like a safe space. I have my friends here who understand me and who are probably going through the same situation. So it helps to share my issues with them. They calms me down. We go to places and it feels like a safe space, and always there is library. You can just sit there and introspect, and then I do feel better. So it is in a way safe space.
Okay, so coming to difficult times, I probably go to my best friend, run to my best friend, because I am someone who just cannot keep things to myself, and I have this one best friend since my childhood, and I would probably run to her with all of my problems. And if I have a difficult time relating to a particular person, I generally write down a letter to them expressing whatever I'm feeling at that particular moment. And when the situation is over, I give them out that letter that this is what I was feeling at that particular moment, this is how you made me feel, and we generally sort it out like that. So going through difficult times generally with my best friend, not with my parents obviously, because not very open to them about how my life is. So yeah, my best friend is.
जब मैं अच्छा फील नहीं करती हूँ तो फिर मैं क्या करती हूँ, जैसे फ़ोन मोबाइल में देखते हैं, पढ़ने की कोशिश करते हैं, या तो जब जिससे हमारा माइंड डाइवर्ट हो सके, और उससे क्या होता है कि हमारा अच्छे से माइंड डाइवर्ट हो के और हम बिल्कुल भी कन्फ्यूज़न नहीं रहते किसी चीज़ के लिए, और बिल्कुल एक स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड अपने डायरेक्शन में अपने एम की तरफ फिर से काम करने लग जाते हैं। और जैसे बाय प्लेइंग हम जैसे खेलते हैं तो फिर उसमें क्या होता है कि उससे भी हमारा एक एंटरटेनमेंट टाइप का हो जाता है, और उससे भी हमें इतनी डिस्ट्रैक्शन हो जाती है और एक तरीके से एक ही काम में फोकस हो जाता है, तो हम दूसरी चीज़ों को बिल्कुल भूल जाते हैं जो भी हमारे साथ हो रहा है या फिर जो भी होने वाला है।
I guess when times are difficult, I tend to shut myself down. So usually with my dogs, or I rant a lot to my dogs. So I would say ranting to my dogs and my mom, because she is my support system. So just talking stuff out and endlessly scrolling on Instagram. Yes. All right. Okay, so for me, I feel, realigning myself and taking a step back to understand and assess what my priorities are is what helps me in, deciding how to cope with the situation.
So as somebody who panics a lot, like right now I am, for me, I calm myself down through self-care, like long warm showers and doing a 10-step skincare regime, and then going to the bed and sleeping. That's how I cope up with things when things are not right. But then I know at the end of the day this doesn't help in solving the problem, but it just helps me calm down. Yeah, so that's my cope up mechanism.
Well, what calms me, of course, playing my sport calms me a lot. I love practicing by myself. When I'm practicing by myself, I can reflect on what I'm doing wrong and what is happening around me, and it helps me give more mental clarity in my game and in my life as well. Secondly, I have started gymming, so I love lifting weights. When I exercise and I lift weights, it helps me calm myself and stimulate more positive thoughts. And thirdly, there's a different side to my personality that I love doing art. I love artistic stuff. I love sketching. It helps me calm my emotions.
I think music does that work for me. Whenever I'm stressed out, I pick up my guitar and start playing songs on it. Also keyboard, and that is what makes me feel so peaceful.
Coming out of the pandemic, when we moved to Delhi, everything was so new and overwhelming, and all of the experiences and people, and then also the feeling of being so far away from your family and your home. It was a very overwhelming experience, and the places that feel like home here in Delhi are definitely my college and my PG, because there are people that I can feel home with. Yeah.
Yes, there are. Because I feel everybody has certain parts of themselves they're not comfortable sharing. And even I do. Like, I feel it takes a lot of courage to be weak in front of somebody else, no matter how much you know them and no matter how much time you spend with them. So yeah, like at my weak points, I am not comfortable sharing them with others. That's it.
No. For the most part, the college has been a very safe space for me, and I have been able to express myself as I want to. So I don't think so. There has ever been a problem.
Being happy and healthy, both emotionally and emotionally, mentally and physically. Being healthy and happy is what wellness means to me.
For me, personally, wellness is when you can be content with yourself, when you can accept yourself for who you are, and when you see yourself and not berate yourself for not achieving everything that you set out for yourself, for the goals that you haven't been able to achieve, but being happy with what you have achieved is wellness to me.
Well, wellness for me is not just not having negative thoughts or having a lot of positive thoughts or positive atmosphere, but it is also a neutral state where you can really accept yourself and be comfortable with what you are, what you have, and really have a sense of calmness in yourself. And I think that is what really wellness is all about. It's not about doing stuff, it's about more of accepting stuff and being happy with what you have. So that's
Wellness means for me is like when at the end of the day, when you're on your bed, lying down and looking at the wall, you can just be like, okay, this was a good day.
I think I would say the inferiority complex that I'm feeling. In college, you have around yourself so many people who are doing like so well. They are part of internships, they are part of societies, and then they are acing their college assignments. And then you see yourself not being able to do a single thing with perfection. That is something that I find very hard to overcome. I find it hard to tell myself that it's all right and that everyone has their own path and everything will be fine eventually. So this is something that I really kind of hard to overcome.
Well, in my first year in college, the biggest problem I faced was time management. I couldn't manage my time between gym, practice, and studies because I have a quite challenging course also, and I have to catch up with my academics also. So, managing my time and travel and work and food and diet, that was the most challenging thing that I faced in my first year. Secondly, it was interpersonal relationships with my friends and peers in college because the peers that I have in my classroom and that I have in practice are two different sets of people with different sets of mindset. So to adjust with both was a big challenge for me.
Okay. So, one of the most significant problems that I ever faced when coming to college was how to deal with, the changes in my level of productivity. Because when you live closer to your home and go to classes and your school, which are relatively closer to your home, your level of productivity is definitely more. And traveling takes out a lot out from your energies and daily schedule. So coming to terms with that was something that I had to deal with.
The real challenge for any working woman is to find out that right balance between her family responsibilities and work life. That's the biggest challenge. Why? Because in ancient times, when men used to be the primary caregivers for the family, women didn't used to work, right? Women only used to take care of the family. Men used to go out and work. But now, with the changing times, when women have also stepped out and they want to make their career, they want to excel in their professional lives, I think somewhere down the line, they are still treated as, the member of the family who's responsible for children, upbringing of the children, rearing of the children. And in hardly, I think, few cases, men come out and support them, in the same proportion. So I think that's the real challenge that any working woman faces in today's times. It's not hard. Even it takes a lot of effort to be a good wife, a good mother, and a good, professional.
Life is full of struggles and challenges, and I am not the exception. But we also have a right to live happily, to be happy and contented on whatever the situation is. Situation comes and goes, but happiness is in our control. So, what I do to make myself happy for my well being, I do yoga and pranayam every day for 40 minutes. I listen to bhajans and satsang as well because there is no age to start the bhajan and satsang. Everybody should do it. And I also walk for half an hour in a day. And I also keep on spreading the same messages with my smile to my neighbors, to my known ones, that be happy, be contented on whatever you have, and try to improve yourself. And also, very important, avoid junk foods. This is what I do every day to keep myself happy, contented, and lively. Thank you.